Welcome into the Golden Eagles Spotlight interview here at MUTV. I'm your host, Brad Galley. Joining me, Natalie Kulla of the women's soccer team. And Natalie, great to have you here after your big superstar run out in California.
Thank you. Unbelievable
out there. You're invited to the U.S. under-23 national team. What did that entail, and what was that experience like out there?
I mean, they called me like a week before and told me, yeah, it was like a week before, and they called me and said, you know, we'd like you to come out and try out for the U23 team. So of course it's snowing in St. Louis.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what am I going to do as far as practicing wise? But I got a weekend before, and then I got out there, and we did a couple days of training, and then we did a couple days of games. So it was pretty intense at the beginning of the week, but it kind of tapered off into more game-like situations. So
you're home over Christmas break. You get this call.
Yeah.
I mean, are you sitting on your couch eating Christmas treats and stuff like that and watching TV?
No, well, my boyfriend bought a house, so I was helping him, you know, like do all this work, which I really don't know what to do, but yeah. I'm trying to help him. And they like give me this call, and I'm like, yeah, I don't have anything to do. I got a week before I go back to school, and so I called my goalkeeper coach at home with the academy and said, you know, let's do something for a week.
So that experience out there, I'm sure, was amazing. You've been through so much here at Marquette. Would you call that, though, the coolest point of your career so far?
Yeah, I mean, it was a different moment. I think that it's hard to experience when you don't know people.
Yeah.
So I mean, as far as really being like excited and being able to share that moment with other people, it's kind of disappointing when you can't do that with the people that you've began and had your career with for 3 years. But it definitely was probably the most like proud moment I think that I've had.
Was it harder or easier, being that you didn't know anyone out there?
I think it was definitely harder. I mean, being a goalkeeper, it's hard to learn 20 people's names in a matter of 2 days and know how they play. I mean, it was just it wasn't easy by any means. It was not easy.
Well, you got in, you got some action against South Korea. What was that like when you stepped out on the field in the red, white, and blue for the first time?
Yeah, I got played the last 20 minutes, and we were tied 0-0. We're on turf, and the coach said, you know, I think you've done a great job, and he said, I want you to come back. So I think that was the best thing he could have told me before going in, is that he was proud of what I'd done that week, and said, I think you'll do great. We're tied 0-0, and I probably got the most action that more action than the other keeper got all game, and probably most keepers got all week as far as games went. So I got a lot of action in 20 minutes, which was good for me, which was good.
Well, that's spectacular, because you got the invite to come back to Miami, so that's the next step. When is that going to take place? And you know, if you got in the call, you're going for sure?
Yeah. I was called 2 weeks ago.
A little earlier than this last time, eh?
Yes, at least a month, which was nice.
Yeah.
And it's March 7th through the 14th.
Okay.
So it'll be midterms week, so that'll be interesting trying to manage that. But I'm excited.
Well, taking this experience with your Marquette team, I guess, real quick, have you talked to some of your girls in the team, maybe like what you've learned out there from being in the system of, you know, this national spotlight? Have you talked about, you know, how to take this forward to the next step? Yeah,
I think it was good to see that. I don't think we're that far from those players that play for, you know, the top Sweet 16 teams every year.
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing against North Carolina, or you're playing with girls from North Carolina and Portland, and teams that compete in the Final Four consistently, and to know that we can compete with those people and be at that same level was really a revelation, and it was cool to talk to the girls about being like, you guys, you know, we can be at that level.
Yeah.
And we can be.
So Marquette's close.
Yeah, I really think so.
We like to hear that here. Natalie Kulla, one of the best here at Marquette. Congratulations on everything you've achieved so far. We look forward to following you in the next couple seasons here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Golden Eagle Spotlight interviews here at MUTV. You can catch all of them online at MUTVsports.com and GoMarquette.com. For Natalie, Brad Galley, thanks for watching, Marquette.